The first thing that we want to show y'all today is one of my favorites, super easy, as you see that I like to do, super easy. We call these egg cupcakes.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
Egg cupcakes. And what we are gonna do is start by turning our pan on. I'll just have some organic olive oil in here right now.
Okay.
And choose whatever veggies you like. I like to do onions, tomatoes, and mushrooms, okay? So what we're gonna do is saute up our veggies. I think I got some mushroom on there.
That's all right.
We're gonna saute up our veggies. Kim, would you mind putting some Celtic sea salt in that oil? Just a pinch.
Now, what is this?
I love
Celtic sea salt. It's delicious.
Oh, okay.
It's actually good to add it when you're adding your vegetables because it helps draw the water out and evaporate, and then
And does it also
concentrates the flavor of your veggies that way. And then you don't
Okay.
need as much salt later on.
And it's for people that have like, what is it, blood pressure?
You know, salt is salt, but your Celtic sea salt, this one in particular, is ground a little bit thicker, so technically you're going to get a little bit less, but it's not necessarily lower in sodium. It's still
It's
salt.
not, but what it is it still has all the minerals in it.
And it has, right, it has other minerals in it.
They take minerals out of sea salt. This
Yeah.
is just evaporated seawater. So it still has all of the minerals, the big minerals and the trace minerals of seawater.
And you can get it at your store.
Uh-huh. And the
cut-
flavor is just superb.
And again, it's called
Why
Celtic.
is this not? Oh, because am I on the wrong one? I am. Yes, Celtic.
Make sure you're on the right burner.
I
then.
wasn't.
You're gonna burn up your pan.
Right, we're good. We
Bottom
haven't melted
right.
anything plastic yet.
Make sure
see
here. It was on here.
It's this one. Yeah.
That one was on.
Yeah, that one's
Okay.
on.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Sorry. Okay. All right. So we'll go ahead and get the rest of these chopped up. So all I'm doing here is sauteing veggies. So again, you can do what your favorite veggies are. And of course, you want to put your veggies in the pan in the order of time that it takes them to cook. Onions take a little bit longer. The mushrooms and the spinach are going to go in last. So we're going to get those onions in first, and those should be starting to cook now that I got the right burner on.
You know, I do this on Sunday, and I make 24 of them and put them in the refrigerator, and that way in the morning time, and I make a giant thing of fruit salad. So the kids come and they get a small cup of fruit, and they grab one of those, and then that's their breakfast. I don't have to do anything. It's already prepared. They just warm it up real quick.
And it is
it's
all,
done.
Kim
It's
will
easy.
tell you this too, it's all about getting things in your refrigerator that you know, making batches and then having leftovers of healthy food. So when you open the fridge, there's only so much room in there, right?
Right, I call that setting yourself up for success. Right?
Yeah, talk
So
about
you're
that
gonna
for a
eat
second.
the first thing that you see, especially when you're hungry. So if you have to chop something that's healthy, you're not going to potentially do that. You're going to grab, you know, the chips or whatever, assuming you have those, even though maybe you shouldn't. But
Is that not on?
so yeah, setting yourself up for
Isn't that right?
success is
Bottom right?
best.
You got it
Yeah,
right.
There we
it's
go.
on.
Okay. And that's really a theme of what we're doing today. Most of what we're making, I think all of the items we're making
Right.
are make ahead. You're going to have extras, and we're even our entree. We're taking an item and turning it into
something else.
for the next day.
Right.
So, yes. All right. So the next thing we're going to do while those are cooking, as soon as those get sizzling a little bit, we'll add the mushrooms and the spinach.
Okay.
Okay. Then we're just going to crack up some eggs. You want to help?
I'll help.
This is a dozen eggs. And I need a trash bowl. I guess we can just put them back in here. Want to do that? And, okay, so I don't love, when you scramble eggs and then, you know, go to heat them up a day later, you know, eggs can get kind of gross.
Rubbery?
Yeah, just scrambled eggs, leftover scrambled eggs. So this is a way to change that. These are fabulous day 2, 3, and 4. And, you know, you don't have that issue. So it's an easy grab and go with protein and the good carbs and the veggies.
I think that's all.
Is that all? All right, I need a fork. We're gonna scramble them up. And like Kim was saying, to add the Celtic sea salt.
You want more?
Yeah, you want to do a little bit more there? I like to put a little in here too. It's all about layering.
Now look at that. Did you hear what you just said? It's all about layering.
It's like fashion, right? You want to layer,
Yeah.
You know, because I think about,
flavor layering. Yes.
I just lay it in there and cook. So we got to learn. There, that was a key, almost learned.
Yeah.
You almost learned that.
Yeah. You must learn it. It's all
It
about
is. I mean,
layering.
and that's why you have to taste as you go. And who knows if the amount you put in at the beginning is the amount that you need. So you want to layer your flavors, layer your spices, and salt and pepper is definitely one of those.
Wow.
All right, so let's get
Never done
our.
Well, the other good thing about recipes like this too is that you can customize them, right? Just like what you said earlier, you can put, if you don't like mushrooms, don't put mushrooms in. Like zucchini would be a good alternate
Ooh, yeah.
if you wanted to do that, or whatever's in season.
You know, and if you're a bacon and cheese kind of person,
For Chris,
you can do turkey bacon in here. You can do bacon.
I put peppers and onions, and I chop up chicken sausage.
Ooh, that's a
I
good
put that
idea.
in there for
That's
'em.
how y'all do your egg cupcakes.
That's how we do them.
And in my house, we name everything to sound like it's some fun dessert. It helps my son. Really, we call beets sugar sticks. I'll
Sugar
cut up
sticks.
beets and carrots, and we'll call them sugar sticks.
That's awesome.
And he
I
knows
love
better,
that
but it
when you
still
do
kind of
that.
gives that.
Yeah.
It's marketing.
It's marketing, absolutely.
Well, that's what we
Absolutely.
call water crystal juice.
For real?
Yeah. Because one of our children, who will remain nameless, did not like to drink water. So that was our marketing technique.
All right, so we don't need to really cook these down too much because they're still going in the oven. And of course, keeping the crunch and the freshness, I like that. I like that for flavor. So we're gonna put about a spoonful of our mix in each muffin, in each cupcake
Do you need to
area. What's that?
spray- Do you need to spray it?
Yeah, can you grab that spray, please? Thank you.
Can I give you this spoon instead of
There we
that
go,
one?
here we go. We'll be all right.
That's what she. Can you
There we
use
go.
this
These will
instead
be
of the
fun.
metal spoon?
Absolutely. I did not know where those were. Okay, we can turn that down a little bit too.
Now we're really cooking.
Yeah.
It smells delicious. Eventually, they will have smell-o-vision.
Television.
You know, you can chop onions and saute them, and it brings people into the kitchen or from the studio into the studio.
Definitely.
Oh, they do. When we're
It
cooking,
does.
they come running.
Make sure we get a
Our
little
phone
more
partners,
spinach
people
in
will come
there.
running. They'll say, "Ooh, come
What are you cooking? And it's always onions,
Yeah.
onions and garlic.
Right.
onions and garlic."
All right. So.
What about the
You
rest?
wanna hold that? We are gonna keep that and use that later. You
Okay.
can keep that in your refrigerator. I have stuff like that as salads all the time.
Right.
All the time.
People are claiming this already. Well, you could throw some like a little
All right,
bit
should
of
I be bold and
chicken on
pour? I
top
would
of
do this
that.
at home.
Do you pour it in a bowl
Brown
like
rice,
that?
would be
That's what I do
lovely.
at home. If not, I need like a ladle
brown
or
rice
a
better for you
bigger
than white
spoon.
rice?
Or measuring cup.
Measuring
Brown
cup
rice
can
is
work.
better
Why don't I
than
do
white
that?
rice.
Here.
Well, the reason brown rice
Okay,
is
there-
better than
there we
white
go.
rice
I'll
is
just do
because
this.
it hasn't had
Okay, so all we're gonna
bran
do
and
now-
everything stripped from it, so it's got more nutrients and more fiber.
All right.
Okay. So what we're gonna do
I
now?
am going to make those. Tammy's been telling me she's made them, and kids
Look how
love them.
easy that is.
It just makes my morning so much easier. And then Chris is hard for me in the morning times, and he likes these, and so
So
this
you
is
get
easy.
it. You can put whatever you want in there, and you'll see at the end how they just stay in their form, and you can just pop them in a Tupperware and have a dozen of them in the fridge at all times.
Well, the kids love it, don't they?
Yes.
She told me.
So I
that.
have one of those big 24 muffin tins.
Plus
Because
you're
if I'm going to
teaching
do it, I'm
them.
going to do it all at once.
You know, you're teaching them what they should be doing as adults as well, which
Right.
is a really extra little component.
When those kids wake up in the morning, ever since they've been, what, 8 years
All right.
old, they've been cooking breakfast. They
Right.
crack their own eggs. The first time they cracked them, they had shells and everything, but
All right.
All right, so look, like I said, that's so easy, customizable. And we are gonna pop these in the oven at 350 for about 14, 15 minutes. We'll watch them around
All right,
there.
that looks
Okay?
great.
I'm gonna put those in there. Thank you, Tamara.
There you go.
I'm gonna give this guy a rinse real quick.
You know, the way we eat on the detox is trying to get protein, good carbs, and good fat
Yes.
in every meal that we eat. That right there is an example of perfect combination. You've got the protein in the eggs, you've got the good carbohydrates in the vegetables. You could add a couple of almonds or avocado if you wanted, but that's a very good, solid combination of food. Would you agree? You're the
I
dietitian.
would, and I like the extra virgin olive oil for the health components of the olive oil.
now extra virgin olive oil. You cannot make it hot, right?
You can, so that's a little bit, it's true that it does not by itself have the same smoke point. That's what they talk about when they're saying you shouldn't overheat extra virgin olive oil, and you shouldn't overheat it. But once you start adding food to the pan, the smoke point changes.
Oh, okay.
Because there's a lot of water in vegetables, so that's one of the things people don't necessarily always understand. So it is perfectly acceptable to warm your pan and add the extra virgin olive oil. You don't want it smoking hot.
Yeah.
You want it to get hot, and then you add the
Otherwise,
vegetables.
I don't just turn it on high.
Right, and then walk away.
That's you.
Right. So if it's smoking, definitely toss that out and start again.
Yeah,
Same thing
okay.
for roasting vegetables. Once you add the vegetables to the olive oil, that water gets in there with the olive oil and changes the smoke point.
I was told by a nutritionist now that olive oil, though, once it's not really meant for heat because
That's
it
what she
does
was talking
becomes a
about.
carcinogenic, and so we always use coconut oil.
Right. Well, coconut oil would have a higher smoke point, but extra virgin olive oil is perfectly fine.
Fine, okay.
I wouldn't grill with that, or I
Okay.
wouldn't stir fry, because those are really high temperatures.
Okay.
But I would still saute and I would still roast vegetables at 400, 425 with olive oil, as
Very
long as it's
good.
all combined together.
Okay. Very
That's
good.
a good thing, because I never knew. In fact, I went to coconut oil because I didn't want to, when I heard it was carcinogenic when it got hot. So
Right.
remember that.
It
So
tastes bad when it gets overheated too, so that's a clue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have two good keys. You got to salt as you go, which I've never done. Throw it in and layer it in. And another one is you can use virgin oil, but don't let it smoke.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to go to Fred Prophet. He's going to sing for you. And as he does, I want you to get up and go to the phone, answer the trivia question, or if you have any questions at all, make that call. Tammy, you just said you checked to see who was watching. From where did you say some of those
Oh,
countries?
goodness. I can't remember. Okay,
Bangladesh?
hold on. I can look.
Israel was
Bangladesh was on there. Israel was on there.
Watching today.
China was on there. Let's see here. Hold on. I got it right here. United Kingdom, South Korea, Netherlands, Vietnam, Australia, Canada, and Israel.
So if you guys are watching, thank you. If you can understand English, thank you. No, but there are the English people watching, so thank you so
Why
much.
would they be watching if they couldn't
I know.
understand?
We're going to go. Well, some things, you know. Okay, we're going to go to Fred. We'll be back in just a minute.